Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike. Today is September the 14th, Wednesday morning, and we're looking at the ES futures. And I've wrapped up my trading session, but I want to talk about a topic at hand. Everyone knows that I love scalp trading the markets, trading the ES futures, or which is known as the Emini S&P 500. Okay, but there are some things that I have to do for myself each morning to mentally prepare myself and basically exercise my mind. Okay. To get myself ready before I sit here and start actually day trading, okay? Sitting in front of these charts, looking at the markets, trying to compete and fight it seems like a never-ending force in a sense, and everyone that trades knows what I'm talking about. There's bigger players at hand, the banks, institutions, that we have to trade with them and not against them. So, in this instance, they are not our opponent, but kind of are in a sense. We want to kind of outsmart them and move with them versus actually trying to strategize and move against them. So each and every day, I basically sit back and I rewind and take a look at the actual markets. The market is never going to be the same. We know that when we're trading each day as traders, it's always evolving. So it's up to us. We have to, in order for us to become better traders, what do we need to actually do? We need to prepare ourselves each and every day in all aspects of our life, because the slightest little thing can cause us as a trader, could actually, interfere with our trading each day, because it could mess with us mentally, and we could lose money. So we have to prepare ourselves from the moment we get up to the moment, we sit in front of those charts. And, if you're having a bad day, rough day starting off, whatever the case is, probably best if you don't sit down and get in front of the charts, because you may make a bad decision because you're not thinking clearly, okay? And some of the things I do to prepare myself, to kind of strengthen my mind, to get the mind power, the juices flowing, basically exercising my brain, my mind, is really, I get up and I exercise each and every day, okay? All right, what does that do? It definitely helps relieve any kind of stress that I may have. Most times you get up in the morning, you may not have any stress unless you're carrying something over from the prior day or days or whatever the case is, or you just have something that you just haven't quite figured out and it's really bothering you. So you can't have stress when you're entering the market. You can't be bothered by other elements or personal things that may be going on in your life, or job-related stuff if you're working a job. You have to be fresh each and every day. Your mind has to be clear, not cloudy. It has to be energized, and you guys know what I mean. I'll talk about that. And is basically making sure to have a balanced breakfast as well. Have something that will just. I know we all kind of drink coffee, but whatever it is you love to eat in the morning, put some fuel in your body to get your mind going, as well as exercise your mind. And the ways I like to exercise my mind outside. That means getting my brain ready, to sit in front, and my eyes ready, every part of what's up here, getting it ready, because this right here, without these here, you won't be able to read what's going on in the market, okay? And this is what makes the decisions, okay? Which sends a signal to our body to do what? With our fingers, click on that mouse to make our entries and our exits. So, for me, I said it's all about exercising, I like to relieve stress, tension, basically just kind of clear my mind of any kind of thoughts or of anything that's maybe bothering me or whatever the case is. But exercising is a stress reliever for me. Also, I like to prepare myself each and every day by kind of reviewing the prior day. Also, looking for movements, look at the trades I actually took prior day. The setups are not always going to be the same when I say that, because the market is always doing something different. But trading supply and demand is always going to be the same. It's just how the market is actually moving and coming back to those areas, or retracing back to those areas. It can look different each and every day. So those are some things I like to do. Is really kind of exercise, eat right, so I can be healthy. So my mind is just as strong as the rest of my body is. So my eyes are just as strong as the rest of my body is. I don't want to be cloudy in any kind of way when I'm looking at these charts. I don't want to be distracted. I don't want to have anything stressing me out. I want to feel good. I want to feel more than 100% each day when I sit in front of these charts and start looking at the markets, because it's very imperative. Because like I said before, you could quickly turn a good day to a bad day, or you could already be having a bad day, and that bad day just rolls over into your trading. Okay, so you really have to know what you're doing when you're trading. All right, and this right here is what you have to have prepared each and every day. All right, so yes, me exercising, balanced meal in the morning. Some people don't eat breakfast, but to me, breakfast is a very important part of the daily routine or activity of being a trader, or any job profession that you may be, doing whatever the case is, or leaving to go to each morning, because you have to have some fuel in your body. The body has to be able to process and break down, and it has to have certain essentials to keep us going. If not, you'll get sluggish, you'll get tired, you'll get drained, and the brain can't think if it's not being fed, just as well as the rest of the body. So it's very important. But that's just some things that I like to do to kind of get my mind right, to get myself motivated and driven each morning to sit in front of these charts. Because yes, sitting down can be stressful at times because you're just patiently waiting, but it's okay. If you do certain things, whatever it may be for you to get you going in the morning, make sure you're energized. Make sure you are clearly focused. Make sure nothing is clouding your mind when you sit in front of these charts. All right, so outside of that, I just wanted to talk about that. So maybe that will kind of add some value or provide some information or some insight to someone that may be struggling each day when they wake up. You got to kind of take a step back and think about things. Am I mentally prepared before I sit in front of these charts? Am I having a bad day? If so, then you need to step away and maybe trade a different day, But do certain things in the morning that are going to make you feel good about trading. Feel good about when before you sit down in front of your monitors and get geared up to start doing what you need to do. If you day trade for a living like I do, all right. Some people may part-time trade, whatever the case is. Doesn't matter. A trader is a trader, and it's our job to become better traders and be consistent so we can be profitable, right? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into some of the trades that I took today. I'm not breaking them down or anything, guys. I'm just going to kind of run through because I didn't record my actual trades today. In a sense, I've been on Discord pretty much most of the session, but I wanted to I highlighted use some arrows on my chart, my 12-range chart, where I took entries at. So I'll show those real quick, and that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me on this video. But hopefully, if you're watching this video and you're a newcomer, guys, I want to stop and say I thank everyone and appreciate everyone who's currently subscribed to the channel. Thank you for being loyal to subs to the channel. And if you're a newcomer, I'm a price action trader. I trade simple strategies surrounding supply and demand. So I'm a supply and demand style trader. I like trading those zones. Meaning I just don't take the trade when price gets there. I look for rejection and then take my trade entries. But the simple strategy I use. But I have tons of videos on the channel that kind of walk through and talk about how I actually trade, and you can actually plenty of videos on the channel as well where you can watch me my live recorded sessions where you can watch me actually day trade, and I talk about my trading. I just don't trade and then not talk about the actual entries I'm actually making. I kind of explain those things, but if you want to get even a further breakdown of my trades, what I call the trade breakdowns, you can actually join through the YouTube membership program or tiers that I've set up. There's two of them. There's a loyal channel supporter, and then there's the elite channel member tiers. If you become an elite channel member, then you will receive those trade breakdowns. When I post those to the elite side or to the elite members through the membership program, you will receive those trade breakdowns to where I go in detail to kind of give you the inside, detailed, in-depth thought process of what I'm actually thinking and why I took those trades. So I break it down for you. And I found that that's helped a lot of people out. So if you're interested in becoming an elite channel member, it's really inexpensive, $6.99 a month, like a price of a cup of coffee. And the information I'm providing you is invaluable. You're getting so much more versus what you're actually spending. Okay, and you think about it, you spend $6.99 a month, or whatever the case is, and you become a profitable and successful trader, and it's like that's nothing. You're making thousands of dollars now. So just think about that. Kind of weigh the options. Oh, $6.99 a month, and if I learn something and I become successful, I could be making very good money. So it's just a way to be able to elevate people, and for you guys to support what I'm trying to do here on the channel and support the channel. So outside of that, if you want to join the Discord, we do have a great community to where we get on the Discord each and every morning as community members, and we talk about the markets, we share our levels. We just pretty much give our thoughts about the market each and every day, as well as it's a question and answer forum as well. So if you got a question, somebody's going to always have the answer. It may not be directly me, but there's over we're getting close to 300 members now on the Discord, so which is great, and I want to kind of continue for that to grow. So if you're interested in joining the Discord, just find the link down in the description portion of the video. Click on it and invite yourself in free of charge, okay? So let's look at some of the trades that I actually took here today. We'll talk about those. Okay, so first and foremost, I actually took 2 entries yesterday into the opening session of the Globex session, overnight session. So as the market opened up yesterday evening, I took, let's see here, give me a second so I can get to it. Okay, so the small trade I took right here, and you can see where the market was just pushing higher here, making higher highs and higher lows, breaking areas of structure here. It pulled back right here, broke lower, took out structure here, broke back up high, pushed up here, taking out this high here, okay? All right, so leaving demand down here, pulls back, could have went long here, okay? Prior to the market, actually, it was like around 4:30, but so that's probably not a good time to take, but that's the actual kind of setup that you can actually get into. And these are trades strictly off the 12 range chart, but what I'm trying to say is that this was around 4:30, so I don't trade around that time frame, whatever the case is, and I'm normally done by 3 o'clock. I'm just showing you a setup. My entry didn't happen until after the market reopened. I noticed we pushed up, pulled back right back to this area where there was demand sitting there resting at. Okay, I saw price break above and I went long. Okay, I went long and let's see. Yeah, I took it right at the break of this bar here, this red candle bar here, to go long back up to the upside, okay? And the moment I noticed rejection here as I was holding the trade, I got out, okay? But then it came back, okay? So basically price, let's see, it broke here, pulled back, then it broke higher, breaking this area here, okay? Breaking this area here. If you guys have a hard time seeing kind of like, the breaks of candles, whatever the case is, you can always go to a line chart. So what I was saying was price pushed up and broke that area there, pull back, push higher, breaking this area here, okay? All right, so let me go back. It'll let me move this video. Go back to the candlestick, all right? So it comes back to this same area again, which was an area of demand originally sitting right here around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, all right? Pulls back to it again, close of the candle, close of this bar here. I went long, taking it back up to the highs, okay? It was a short little scalp, but I took it back up to the tops there, picked up like 2.5 points or something like that. So that was 2 little entries I took into the opening of yesterday's trading session, and then in today's trading session, we'll take a look at this entry here. All right, so here's another entry I took. Let's see, right here, okay? And this was just basically a pullback. We see the price was just making these higher highs and higher lows. Okay, pulls back, testing this area over here. So we got to break a structure back down to the downside, but it didn't break this area of structure right here, which was this low here. And then price pushes up, pulls back, key area. I went long at the close, and price breaks higher. Okay. Second entry I took was a short sitting up here. I'm sure you guys can probably see this. Where we're sitting at. If anybody knows how I trade, what area is this? See the rejection. I took off the 12 range chart. You probably also can see it on the 4 range, but pulls back to this area. So it breaks structure on the downside, pulls back to this area right here. All right, so then went short. Okay. Third entry, I believe I took a few more entries, but I'm just kind of highlighting some of the main entries that I took today. And so let's see here. All right, so price breaks lower, finally breaks this area of support right here. So it's breaking structure right here. Pushes down, pulls back, okay. Pulls back here, look over here, okay. Saw the rejection, I went short, back down to this area here. Now there was also a short to take right here. You can see what has this purple line at, I marked it. I mentioned it in Discord. I missed that entry, so you know, I stepped away from the computer, and that was a actual short when you get the rejection. Okay, so yes, that's pretty much trades I took today. Three main ones, and the ones I took yesterday evening. There were some smaller trades that I took throughout the session, but just wanted to kind of pinpoint some of the you know, I guess better trade entries that I actually took. Just looking for areas of rejection. Just notice a rejection in the market. Price fell in at certain levels, and I took my stab to take a trade. And that's pretty much it. But yes, I'm a supply and demand style trader, guys. If this is your first time watching, I'll look for price to tap into areas of supply and demand off a higher time frame chart, scale down to a lower time frame chart, look for breaker structure, pull back. If I get the rejection, I go long or short, depending on, you know, if price is tapping into supply or demand. So there's tons of videos on the channel that you can go back and actually watch. Some of them are very detailed, that kind of go through how I trade. So, you know, kind of thumb through them and watch them. There's a lot of content on the channel, okay? So outside of that, that's going to do it for me today in this video. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in, watching today's video, and who took, you know, who interacted on the Discord as well, who was active on the Discord. I appreciate you guys chipping in and, you know, kind of conversing on Discord. It's always great to see other members on the channel or in the community kind of taking part in what we do as traders, you know. So if you don't mind, please drop a like on the video. I definitely appreciate it. If this is your first time watching one of the videos today, we would love to have you as a sub or subscriber here on the channel. Click on the red button, that subscribe button. Make sure to turn on your post notifications. Click on the little bell, and please drop a like as well, okay? See you guys in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.